Welcome to DEntremont. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Audeo Phonak PFE232. PFE stands for Perfect Fit, and for most people these are probably going to be one of the best fitting headphones that you're going to find. They're extremely comfortable, extremely lightweight. They're very ergonomic. The design team did an excellent job of making them shape your ear canal, and the way they come up I'll show you in a photo in a second, but they curve around the anatomy of your ear really well. They're extremely light and they seal well, so they just kind of fade away and you forget that you have them on. This is what you get with the package. You get silicone ear tips, the foam ear tips, a cleaning tool for the ear tips, not for the filters, and you have a series of filters here. Audeo Phonak has done this filter series in their other PFE112 headphone as well. The standard gray filter is the most neutral, which is, I guess you'd call it the most mid-centric of the three filters. The black filter boosts the bass and the trebles, or technically I guess it actually reduces the mids, and the green filter is the same thing but even further. Personally, I find the gray filters the only pleasing filters. I think the other ones sound too exaggerated V-shape and they just don't sound very natural, but for what they are, they do a very good job. They're not too drastic, and they do it in a smooth, balanced way. It's not like a harsh cut. It kind of gradually increases, so for some people, if they want that extra bass and treble, you have that option, or if their ears work differently. So that is the filter kit, and basically all you would do is you take this filter tool, and there's a metallic end with a screw thread, and then an end with a notched four-way notch there. And what you basically would do is you would take the preferably the notched end, you snap it into one of the filters, and then you pull out the filter. The filter's now on it. You would just basically pop off the tip of the earphone and you would place it in the little hole. That's really all there is to it. And then to get it off, when it's in the earphone, you'd actually just push it in the earphone like I am with the case, and you tilt it to the side and it just kind of snaps off there. Now if it's a little bit more stubborn, then you have the screw thread, so you can actually gently screw it straight on, and that kind of adheres to the tip filter more, and then you can pull it out, push it in, and then kind of unthread it. Same idea. So that's the filter kit. There's the cleaning tool. It's basically just a metal loop, lets you scrape out any earwax that you have in there. And then a close-up of the earpiece. It's got a very nice, kind of a bronzish silver finish with the words. The vent is kind of odd. I'm not sure if it's like a pseudo effect or not, but basically if you cover the vent with the silicone tips, it seems like it muffles the sound. If you cover it with the foam tips, it doesn't seem to do anything. So I'm not sure if covering that is actually just putting a little bit more pressure on the tip or not. I don't know. And they have a nice curvature there, very, very smooth all around. And it comes with these ear guides as well. They're just kind of a soft rubber ear guide. The cable is kind of a standard cable. I don't know, I'd say it's kind of mediocre in terms of durability on the top end. However, when it reaches this breaking point here where it splits, this part here is a lot more thick and tough feeling, and it also does an excellent job of keeping these from ever tangling. And this is probably the most tangle-free cord I've ever had. And then this here is a little odd when plugging it in, because I feel like sometimes when I'm pushing this, it's causing it to go at a slightly weird angle. However, this is a very nice plastic, very hard. There's no flexibility in this bend really. It's kind of a tough plastic. I mean, you could bend it, but it's very, very durable. So it gives it some stress relief there. And the good thing about this headphone is that the cable detaches right at this black rubber piece right here. So in the event that you had any cable damage, you just pull that off and you just pop on a new cable. And as a matter of fact, it comes with a secondary cable. The cable that comes default is the iPod control cable, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. It may hold up well, but there's not a lot of strain relief where the cable enters the housing. It's kind of a standard plastic, and the buttons again are kind of a standard plastic. It doesn't feel bad, but I would say if anything failed, that's probably the first thing that's going to go. The secondary cable that's in the package, which isn't shown here, is basically the same thing but no iPod control. So it's probably a little less likely to fail, and it's good just to have a backup in general. So good amount of tips, some tools, filter changing ability, and ear guides. You don't have to wear the ear guides, but they do keep it a little bit more comfortable in my opinion. Kind of keeps the cable from wiggling on your ear as much and makes it more stable. It may also reduce some of the cable noise as well, just kind of by keeping the cable from wiggling. I think I went over everything except the case. Basically just a 2-pocket case, nothing special. And it's got a solid belt loop, there's no Velcro or anything, and a loop D-ring. And it's their name. It's soft, so it's not super protective, and the only thing I don't really like about it is it causes you to have to wind the cable kind of snug to get it in there, and I always worry about damaging cables like that. And it does hold all the accessories, the tips, and the filters, so that's a nice aspect of it, but otherwise I consider it a little bit small for the actual headphones and not really rigid enough, but it is what it is. With this nice cable, and the ear guides especially, if you wear them around your ears, cable noise is pretty much non-existent. That's a very nice feature of these, and it's a very comfortable, lightweight set, so you don't feel the cable as well. So that wraps up the overview and accessories. Take a look at part 2 of this video review for a discussion of the sound quality, and thanks for watching.